Hello, it's Mayumi again, and I will going to share to you about what I have understand in chapter 3, which is the role of the infant care teacher. Teachers, especially in infant or toddler, bring many important rules. This rule could be understanding one's uniqueness, guiding and observing children, and of course, a professional commitment to ongoing learning. The self-awareness and reflection help us as a teachers understand the strong feelings to protect children. Self-awareness also enhances teachers' skills in day-to-day interactions with children, like for example, some of the teachers are just too concerned about the protection of the child, but these concerns may lead into restriction of the teacher. Self-awareness and reflection are prerequisites to careful observation of children. Teachers who become aware of their personal feelings through reflection are better equipped to focus on the children and the families and provide responsive care and education. Infant care teachers' role has 8 major responsibilities, and these are the build and maintain positive relationships with families. Second is build and maintain positive relationships with children. Third is prepare the environment. Fourth is establish predictable, consistent routines. Fifth is appreciate physical activity as learning. 6 is nurture social emotional growth and socialization. 7 is foster cognitive development, language development, and communication. And lastly is implement a curriculum process. Now we will going to talk first. The first major responsibilities of teacher role is the build and maintain positive relationships with families. Positive relationship with families fosters two-way communication when teachers establish an honest, caring, and understanding interchange with family members. Children's experiences in the infant or toddler setting become more predictable for them. As what I understand in chapter 1, discussion with family members help teachers to find out about their approach to care and their child's unique characteristics and experiences. This two-way sharing of information allows teachers to interact with the infants and toddlers in familiar ways and to build connections between home and the infant or toddler program throughout the child's enrollment. Now, in second responsibilities of teacher, it is the build and maintain positive relationships with children. Teachers should build a meaningful relationship towards the children. Teachers who are responsive as they develop relationships with infants and toddlers appear to work magic, but underneath the magic are compassionate and commitment to children and families, and a thoughtful approach to supporting development and learning. Next is the prepare the environment. The design of children's environments is crucial because it affects children in many ways, including their physical and emotional safety, and of course, their learning experiences. The environment for infant and toddler should be safe and appropriate challenging. Provide appropriate choices for the children. This should be not too many or too few. It is invite children to move freely, so instead of limiting their ability, they should move. And the next is furnish with chairs and other equipment. And this kind of furnishing, it is not too big or too small. And next is adapted to all children in the group so that every children can participate in the daily activities. And the next is over peaceful places. It is the areas to be active and places to explore materials, rather than one large and cluttered room. Display pictures of the children, their families, and their community. So rather than things that are unfamiliar to the children, unlock personal meaning. And the lastly is are stable and predictable. So because constant changes can be confusing to infants and toddlers. Next is establish predictable, consistent caregiving routines. The heart of the infant or toddler curriculum lies in the daily caregiving routines. In this major responsibilities of the teachers, there's 3 key points, and these are the personalized caregiving routines, the appreciate the ordinary as extraordinary, and attend to health and safety during routines. But first, we're going to talk for what is personalized caregiving routines. The intimate one-to-one time during caregiving allows teachers to personalize interactions with each child. For example, one infant may appreciate talking and laughing during care activities, and another child may be more quiet, slow-moving, and attentive to the teacher's actions. Second is appreciate the ordinary as extraordinary. Children under 3 do not distinguish routine course from play or work or adventure the way adults do. For children, every event is essentially rich and important as the next. But ordinary routines quickly become special to the children because they are ordinary. They are repeated over and over, then children recognize them. And the last is attend to health and safety during routines. During routines, teachers must carefully maintain healthful and safe practices to protect both children and adults and to minimize absences due to illness or injuries. Teachers should work through on any procedures or precautions that may be required when a child has a special health need. Next teacher rule is appreciate physical activity as learning. Infants and toddlers are continually learning with their bodies, and teachers need to attend to have a motor development and learning in their daily interactions. In this rule, there is 2 key points, and these are the honor the natural process of physical development, and second is plan and prepare to support children's free active movement. But first, we will going to talk what is the honor the natural process of physical development. Physical development unfolds naturally and usually does not need to be taught. Infants and toddlers are motivated to move their bodies to make discoveries. Teachers support children in making wise choices by preparing a safe yet appropriately challenging environment and staying available. A safe environment frees teachers to enjoy and support and infants developing activities and abilities by watching, smiling, and talking about what the child is doing. Next is plan and prepare to support children's free active movement. When planned for, children's interest in actively moving their bodies can be enjoyed and appreciated and not considered a disruption. Infants and toddlers test their abilities frequently and change quickly. To keep the child safe and allow free choices and appropriate risk-taking, teachers need to stay available and modify the environment when necessary. Learning and discovery happen when children are physically active. Teachers who understand and appreciate this fact find many ways to support physical activity. Next, the teacher rule is nurture social emotional growth and socialization. Early social emotional development has a major impact on all domains of learning and development. There are 3 ways that teacher could nurture a child's social emotional health. These are supporting identity development, providing emotional support, facilitating socialization, and giving guidance. Next of the infant's rule is foster cognitive development, language development, and communication. Infants develop intellectually and learn to communicate through relationships and exploration of the environment. There are 3 key points that teachers support intellectual and language development in their daily interactions with children by recognizing discovery and learning, helping children explore ideas and symbols, and nurturing love of books and stories. Last of the teacher's rule is implement a curriculum process. Teachers who facilitate learning effectively are in tune with infants and toddlers as active, motivated learners. In implementing a curriculum process, there are 6 key points, and these are: first, observe each child. Infant care toddlers need to observe what children do on their own without setting up a special activity or directing their behavior. Teachers do not have to charge to change the environment or the ways they interact with the child. They just observe the child's ongoing behavior in the care and education setting. Second is document observations. Infant care teachers record their observations by taking notes, setting time aside for later documentation, and collecting things older toddlers create. And the third is assess children's developmental progress. An integral part of the curriculum process is assessing each child's development. Teachers who already record observations do not have to do additional activities with the children to complete the profile. Fourth is reflect on observations. Infant care teachers study their observation records, documentation, and assessment information both individually and with colleagues and family members. Fifth is develop ideas and make plans. This important part of the process can be exciting and invigorating for teachers as they come up with ideas and think about how they might adapt the environment or routine or material based on observation, notes, reflection, and even discussion. And lastly is implement plans. As teachers try out their plans with the children, the process begins again with observation. Through observation, then documentation, assessment, and reflection, the teachers learn how the children respond to the change in the environment. Through the curriculum process, teachers deepen their understanding of the children. They become more sensitive to the need for adapting the environment and being more responsive to the children's evolving interests and abilities.